Right, morning everyone. Welcome back to another video. So today, me and Matthew, say hello Matthew. Not bad. We're starting a big job. We are down the coast in Kent. There's been a big fire at this house, a massive fire in the back garden. There's loads and loads of machinery. There's loads and loads of scrap metal. We're probably going to be here for a couple of days. Just what we can see from the front garden, there's a hell of a lot. So we're clearing it for a good friend of mine, James. Well, we're not doing it for him, we're doing it for us, obviously, because we want to earn the money out of it. But basically, there was a big fire. Looks like they've got workshops, sheds, outbuildings. The garden's massive. It's quite a big house. And there was a big fire, basically. It's all been burnt. So we know there's a massive, great big anchor in there, big ship's anchor. We know there's some big machinery in there as well. How we're going to get it out and get it in the van, I've got no idea, but we'll deal with that when it comes to it. Well, he can deal with that when it comes to it. Because the thing is, I've got to sit in the van today because I've got phone calls to make and other jobs to sort out, and you know, boss stuff. Is that right, Matt?
Yeah. £3.50.
£3.50 you're going to get today, Matt. No, whatever we get, guys, the diesel money comes out of it. Which, to be honest, I think out of this job, because of where we are and where we got to drive backwards and forwards to for the scrapyard, there's going to be a bit of cost involved in this job for us. But looking at what there is there, I think we're probably going to do all right out of it. So it's going to be a couple of different videos. Probably do a part 1 and a part 2, depending on how long we're here. There might even be a part 3. So keep your eyes peeled, and yeah, we'll go from there. We'll see what we can do. I will film as much of it as I can. I've only got one battery from a GoPro still, so you're not going to get to see everything we're doing all day, because obviously the video will be 20 hours long, but I'll film quite a bit of it. Right, listen, customers are here, so I need to get out of the van and go and have a chat with them, and see what the crack is. In a bit. Right, what's happening, guys? Welcome back to another video. You're a day late, really. I've done a whole day's worth of filming yesterday in this place, clearing it out. But last night, when trying to upload from the GoPro to my computer, it got lost, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't know where it's gone. We done 4 weigh-ins yesterday. I've had over a ton of metal in every weigh-in. Matters a bit of brass there. I'll put it on this table. Yeah, I'm gutted. Over an hour's worth of video, 4 big weigh-ins of big machinery. I mean, look like this. So here we are. This is the big job I was talking about last week. I'm on my phone. I've ordered a head strap for my phone because I'm getting rid of the GoPro, because it drives me mad. I've no idea about computers, and I know you guys said the video is obviously better with a GoPro, because obviously you still use both hands, you could see what was going on. So I've ordered a head strap that I can put my phone on my head instead of a GoPro. But just some of the things we've had out here so far. We've had some machinery out of here. Well, we took 4 loads yesterday for over 4 tonne. We had over a tonne, near enough everything. Plus we took back a whole van load full of non-ferrous yesterday. We've got 2 copper cylinders, we've got boilers, we've got loads of copper pipe, we've got loads of big lumps of brass that was used to be machined down. There's burnt out motorbikes here. There's a burnt out camper van, there's bikes, there's loads of more alley there, look. There's this dirty great anchor that you can see, zoom out. I don't know where we're going to get it out. There's a burnt out, looks like possibly a Harley Davidson down there. Let me go down there and see what I can get. Another big just random lump of half melted alley. Look, I don't know what bike it was, it might not have been a Harley, I have no idea. But just the metal here alone is it's heavy. There's a pile of engines over there we've got stacked up, sort of stacked up so far. I haven't even been down that bottom end of the garden yet. Yeah. Hang on, mate, I'm coming. Hang on. Well, I don't know, Matt, we're going to struggle with that big time. Yeah. Oh, I don't know either. That saw looks probably, I don't know. I don't even notice that. That might be the trailer that he said he was going to keep. He was going to put his boat on, which is that little thing down there underneath all that alley. There's all the bikes there. I'm pretty certain there's more metal in all this we haven't even looked at yet. But do you wanna? I'll be 2 minutes, boys, yeah, and then we'll just crack on, yeah. But let me look. The thing is, what I'm most annoyed about is me and Matt was at the scrapyard. We're both wearing boots. We've all got gloves. You would have been well proud. But honestly, underneath all this stuff, this is all the roof and stuff that fell in. There is so much metal. There's another pile I've already got out, ready to go. Things like this, look. This was a welder, so this is all copper. This is all copper on here. I started cutting it yesterday, but I ain't got time to start mucking about with it. I need to get this job cleared out. There's another motor on that. Where's that big motor, Matt? Oh. See, I've got another one on there that I've got to take off. There's loads. There is loads and loads and loads. So we was here yesterday all day with a team that were clearing it out, but they're not here today. All the metal's ours, basically. So we're going to be here today, getting as much out as we can. And then we will be coming back, but not tomorrow. It'll be another couple of days because the team are going to come in here that are clearing all the rest of the stuff and putting it in the skip. Lump of stainless. Actually, it might be an Hoover, so it probably ain't. The team are going to be here. Literally, this whole garden's got to be back level cleared. There's another motorbike under there, look. Underneath that white frame, there's a motorbike. Honestly, guys, look. My camera's probably not doing it justice, but I can't stress how much metal there was in this garden. The scrapyard we're using, because it's all burnt, they're giving us shearing on it and they're paying us 200 quid a tonne. I've got all the slips in the van for how much we've earned so far. Tomorrow, me and Matt are going to have a big non-ferrous weigh-in, which is going to pay very well, because we've got a lot. We've got a lot of alley, we've got a lot of motors, we've got a lot of copper, we've got a lot of brass. So we've got loads of alley, we've got quite a bit of stainless as well. Oh, Matt, show him the cable quickly, yeah? Let me just show you. Obviously, where everything's been burnt out, guys, it's pretty easy to see. So this here, there's loads of it. There's loads and loads of it. Let me see if I can pull it out. Just for now. That there is copper cable, but been burnt. So as we're walking around and finding it, see that thing? You can tell it's copper because it'll be greeny and or copper. So you see any of that, even that little bit, just roll it up into a little ball and stick it on top of a wall or something. And we'll have a little bin somewhere. And we'll have, or chuck it on the table, or yeah, Matt, we'll see if we can find something to put it all in. Or yeah, we'll find a bin. But there was obviously all this was free phase, all this machinery. So a lot of it we've lost out on. And then you got things like the electrics into the building here, before it obviously burnt down, was free phase, and inside that is obviously copper. But getting it out, it's a pain, a right pain. But honestly, this old milling machine, I can't move it. I can't move it. It's ours if we can get it out. But I think it might well be a bit too much hassle to get it out for what it costs, for what we're going to get for it. I reckon it weighs about half a tonne. I really do. I have no idea how to get it apart. I'm sure someone on the comments are going to say, oh, you've got to do this and do that, and then... But guys, I don't know. I've got a feeling the motor's in there. Maybe not. Or there's a motor on there, look. I don't know. We're going to have a look at that later, but right now we're going to get these piles done. Get it all in. Matt, that's stainless, that bit on the top, I reckon. Leave that there to one side or something. We're gonna get these loads done. I'm gonna shoot off the scrapyard and go and unload and leave these boys to make more piles. Basically, all them engines is all gnarly alley. There's half an outboard. The top half melted away, which is a shame. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 engines and a couple of random lumps of iron alley. I mean, just down here, look. We've got what looks like half a trailer. Wheels everywhere. Just more random lumps of metal. Bought more bike frames. A Bernie bin. Yeah. There's a compressor in there. There's a pillar drill there that's massive. Another big machine here that I pushed over. All this here is full of steel tools. There's loads. But so, I mean, just in this box, everything's frozen this morning. It's all big, heavy lumps of steel. big heavy lumps of steel. There's a nice big motor on that machine, whatever that machine was, but we've got to get them out, and that is the problem, guys. That is the problem. Like I say, I'm not going to be able to do much recording today at the scrapyard because I'm going to be on my own, which I'm really gutted about, to be honest, because I think this would have made a really good video. That's an engine block down there. There's loads of it, absolutely loads of it. Right now I need to crack on. I'll bring you back to bits and bobs during the course of the day the best I can. Bandsaw there, look, unbelievable. And under there, you've got a bender, folder machine. There's a big lump, there's a big steel table there for whatever that is. And then, obviously you've got all this sheeting. There's another big machine under there, don't know what it is. Not a clue. Under there, there's another two. Oh, it's ridiculous. And again, all the sheeting, which I don't know what we're going to do with. Some sort of lawnmower there, old lawnmower. Yes, there's literally tons. There's another motorbike burnt out there. Yeah. Literally tons. But I need to help the boys, guys, so I'll get back to you when I can. Right, guys, I brought you back. Again, you've missed so much, but I just can't film. We've got today on this job, and then that's it. We might get called back to clear the rest of it. I can't move that. The anchor's not going. There's still so much metal there, like tons and tons. There's a big beam there that's too long for my van. I ain't got time to cut it just because there ain't time. That's a big lump of melted alley that Matt's just thrown at me, look. Big lump of melted alley. Oh, all right. Easy. Another tabletop there. That barrel is made of metal. We've uncovered a few bits out of here. Again though, that's a normal sized bin. And we're standing on top of it. That's how high up this stuff is, because it's all caved in. That big machine is too heavy to move because we're just knackered. Like I say, there's machines under there. We have cleared a hell of a lot of it. Like, if you'd have seen it yesterday, I wish you had it done. I just couldn't. Bloody GoPro, it's whammed me right up, honestly. It would have been such a good video for you guys. But, like, we had this big motor here yesterday, and it was like, oh. Yeah? Alright. Like this big motor here, it was attached to a big bit of steel, and I didn't think I'd get it off, so it was a case of, I know someone whinged at me the other day about just leave it because I can't be asked. It's not that I can't be asked, I want to get it out, but it's our time. We haven't got time. 2 seconds, guys. Vin, there's a pile of metal down there that Matt's getting out, all big lumps, so if you can load that up into the wheelbarrow. But it's all cast iron, so I've just been smashed it with a sledgehammer, and now what we're going to probably end up doing, instead of weighing it in as a motor, we will cut that copper out. Because it's all burnt, because it's all burnt, it's very manoeuvrable, so I can run a grind around that tomorrow and pull the rest out, so we can actually process some things. And then obviously we've got a load of cast iron too, so it's win-win really. I'm just going to keep beating that off, and keeping these nice bits of cast, because obviously they weigh quite a bit. But yeah, it's all smashing apart quite nicely. There's a hell of a lot of motors. We pulled out a load more non-ferrous stuff today. We found the lid of one of the copper cylinders that we had from yesterday. Obviously it's going to have to be cleaned out a bit, but that's easy done. Cleanish. Obviously there's a bit more copper down there, you can see. Loads more motors. We're finding a lot of motors like this as well. Obviously all the copper's hanging out of it. That's another monster motor there, which we might get the copper out of. Oh, that's got a big bit of brass in it I want to cut off. But yeah, there's loads of alley. You can see piles of alley down there. I'm probably going to manage to get one more load in my van today. Oh, let me show you up there quickly. I'm probably going to get one more load in my van today for the scrapyard, because by the time we load it up, I'll get there and get back. There won't be enough time to load the van again, because we've got such a long walk with it all. There won't be enough time to load, get to the scrapyard and come back, because the customer doesn't want to see her any later than 4 o'clock, which is fair enough. We've got all these engines. Now the scrapyard I'm going to, that I'm using at the minute, Johnson's, they don't do eye in the alley. They just buy engines as engines. Yeah, she's all half loaded already. Bits like this is just full on lumps of steel. Motorbike frame in there. All right, we've got loads of room in the back. But this is why we're going to spend a bit longer this time filling this one up, because the first load I took this morning weighed 1.2 tonnes and it paid 240 quid. The second load I took weighed exactly a tonne and it paid exactly 200 quid. But guys, before I end this video, I'll go through all of the slips with you, and then I'll make tomorrow's video when we do the non-ferrous separate. I might set the tripod up. Hopefully my head strap will be here for tomorrow for my phone. I mean, we've got things like this as well, but at the minute it's just not worth putting in the van because it takes up so much room. I know I need a bigger van, guys, and it will be happening sometime this year, but at the moment I just can't do it. Just can't do it. We wanted to get Skip here. We could have had a Skip from this scrapyard, but they couldn't get me one today, and we needed it today or not at all. But I'm hoping that when the other lads come in here and clear all this rubbish, because they've got to clear everything, it's got to be completely cleared through the insurance company. They said they'll pile up all the metal, but I mean, look, it's laying around everywhere still. Look, there's metal everywhere. Yeah, stainless, isn't it? Literally everywhere. I mean, we can't move that. We can't move it an inch, a millimetre. This thing here is being kept. Anything with red tape's being kept by the customer. Apparently, someone's going to restore it. I'm not sure if they can. We've cleared loads of stuff from up there. Loads of stuff. There's a table there that can go, but again, it's now we're looking at things like what Matt's just picked up. Heavy little lumps to fill up all the gaps in the van and just give us a decent load. This motorbike down here. Well, there's a nice bit bent. Good mate. Good lad. Matt, stop throwing stuff. I'm here now. This motorbike, look. I don't know what it was. Shut up, you. God, I'll come down and try and be nice to him. Do you know what I have to put up with, people? Why am I I've got steel toe caps on. Throw what you like. No, actually, that's got spiders in it. Jog on, I'm going. See you later. Might have to get a thingy on that, Matt, and just see what that is, because I don't know. Why would they make a metal barrel? Surely it would rust out. Surely it would rust out. I'm going to go and get a grinder and scratch it up, because you never know. You never know, it might be copper or brass or something. I very much doubt it, but you see this big burnt that tree? You see what's holding it up? Yeah. It's so annoying walking past metal, but what can I do? Right, guys, I need to crack on, so I'll bring you back when I can for what I can. I'm really sorry I couldn't show you it all, but you've got an insight into what we're doing. I'll show you all the slips. At the minute, all we've weighed in is steel. All the non-ferrous, you'll see all of that, because there'll be two of us weighing in. And I will, even if I have to set up a tripod down there with Dan at the RGE, so we'll get this tripod set up and you see exactly what's going on. Right, guys, so I'm at the scrapyard, I'm unloading. Really, I won't bring you back to show you my stuff. Someone's just dumped that. Look, that's all that copper on it. 3 big air conditioning units, plumber. He had a little box of copper and he's just come in and dumped all that in the shearing. Unbelievable. I can't believe that. It's made me feel sick. Absolutely sick. It's probably 5 or 6 kilo of copper on there. Big lumps of brass. Call that brass, look. That's not all of it. Oh, that's unbelievable. So here I am. I just chucked out the motorbike frame, as you can see, sort of. But I'm by myself, because obviously I've left the boys working. Well, I say working. I did tell them to chill out for a bit. That is a bit of aluminium. We'll keep that. I've got this big pillar drill in here. Oh, it's monstrous, I can't move it. But luckily enough, the lads at this scrapyard are nice and helpful. They've been giving me a hand all day unloading. So yeah, again guys, before I finish this video, don't forget I will show you how much we've earned over the whole job so far. I've got all the tickets to still in my van. So yeah, look at the mess, look. You know all my stuff, all them engines come out, that was 220 kilos. They're going to pay me engine price, which I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's eye in the alley, I don't know if it's engine price, or I don't know. But this scrapyard, they do cars as well. It's only small, very small. There's probably only room for about two cars in here unloading, but that's what it is, isn't it? They obviously do all right. I've been lucky enough not to get stuck behind anyone when I've been down here. Every time I come down here, I literally come straight in, straight up and unload. That plumber fella was here, but there was enough room for me to get up the side of it, so that was quite nice. But yeah, there was another 1.2 tonne in here, because as I said, the scales when you're driving here, you can see what your weight is, and I know what my van weighs, so I know there's about, all in all, there's about 1.3 tonne. So it's going to be another over 200 quid payday. So that's we're about 700 quid for it today so far, which is nice. We're working for it though. It's graft. It is graft, but I don't mind it when the money's there. Stuff like this that ruins your load. It just takes up too much room. Far too much room. Get out. Right, I'm going to crack on, people, and get this done. And the boys now are back at the house. I don't think this is going to be the last load we do for the day, but they're back at the house, getting all the non-ferrous out, piling up the alley and the motors and the copper and stuff we got left. So I spoke to my local scrapyard earlier. Price of copper and brass has gone through the roof again. So we've got, I would say we've probably got 100 kilos of copper. I would say. So there's an Eiffel Tower there. Look at that. Oh, do you know what? I didn't even know that was there. That might be worth a couple of quid. I might keep that. Well, I'll have a look at it in a minute. In a bit. Alright guys, I brought you back for a payday. Again, I'm sorry the way this video's gone and I couldn't show you more. I'm hoping that tomorrow when we're sorting out all of our non-ferrous we can show you quite a bit more. I'm hoping my head straps just pulled up at home. So, I don't know what order these weigh-ins are in, but this is all the weigh-ins we've had so far from this job. So there's a weigh-in there for 1.1 tonne for 220 quid. And there's another weigh-in in there for 900 kilos for 180 quid. There's another weigh-in there for 220 kilos of engines. This scrapyard pays on engines. They pay £280 a tonne for engines, so £61.60 for that. And then 1,080 kilos, so 1.08 tonne if you like, for shearing, which we've got 216, grand total of 277.60. This was another one, 1,220 kilos. That was heavy. That was, well, and the last one that I knew it was in the van. She was wobbling all over the place. It was like driving a boat. So 244 for that one. There's another one there with 920 kilos, not quite a tonne, for 184. And another one there for a tonne, bang on, a tonne. So they say. I can't see how it's bang on a tonne, but you know, what can you do about it, guys? What can you do? So yeah, another 200 quid there. All in all, it works out about 1,300 quid. Look at the state of me. Look how that. I had gloves on and all. Look at the state of that. My face is black. So yeah, our plan is now we're gonna leave that job for a few days and let the lads go in and clear out as much as they can. And then hopefully we'll go back Monday. Today's Tuesday, so they'll have 3 working days to clear out as much of the crap as they can, and then we're going to get a skip there from the scrap company, and then we can just fill a skip, and hopefully we can get 5 or 6 tonne in the skip, because there's easily 5 or 6 tonne still there. We found a load of burnt out lawnmowers down the bottom of the garden as well earlier, and other bits and bobs. But tomorrow at Matt's we've got, I couldn't tell you how many big motors. Some of them we're going to strip out, because some of them they're already partly stripped and the copper's easy to get out because it's burnt through. Once you've cut one side, you just be able to pull the copper. And with the price of copper, I rung up RGE today, my scrapyard, and they're paying £6.10p a kilo, which is ridiculous money. It's amazing. So tomorrow should be a good day. We've got 2 cylinders, what's left of them. We've got loads of other copper. We've got brass bars that thick, solid brass bars. They're like 25mm thick. There's loads of stainless there. The van at the minute's full up with alley and motors. So yeah, there's loads. There really is loads. I don't know if we're going to get it all in one go, to be fair, just the non-ferrous. So I would be hopeful to possibly see £1,000 tomorrow, which would be nice. So after costs and things, we paid my nephew today. He's been suspended from school, the little shitbag. So we dragged him down there. We paid him for the day. Our diesel's come out. All in all, me and Matt are left with about 1,050 quid for 2 days work. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So And then on, obviously, that's just for the ferrous metal. That's just for all the crap. That's for the steel, the shearing, and them engines. And we've got all of the good stuff to go tomorrow. So possibly we could end up, if there's £1,000 worth, I think we've got 100 kilos of copper. And if we've got 100 kilos of copper, that's 600 quid on its own. And with the brass and the motors and the alley and everything else, there's easily another 400 there. So we could possibly end up with £1,000 each a day, which would be nice. We've had worse days. Definitely had worse days. We've had better days. We've had a lot better days. If you watch the copper video from a couple of months back, we've had a lot better days. But yeah, so that's that, guys. End the video. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm really sorry about the way the video's gone, and I'm back on my phone because I know you were enjoying it with a GoPro, but I had an hour's worth of footage yesterday. There was so much. I went around all that garden, showed you everything before we started. And done all the weigh-ins and scrapyard and all that, and I lost it all, and it really pissed me off. Really pissed me off. So I've got an edge strap for the phone, and hopefully we can do it with that. So I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.